What's going on, guys? Brandon here. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded anything, guys. I apologize. This life's just kind of gotten away. Was a little busy last year towards the end of the year. Went to sea school and got my captain's license, so I finally was able to get that, and that took a lot of my time right there. There was a lot of studying and getting everything together, getting all my paperwork sent off for the Coast Guard. That took a lot of my time, and then hunting season come and I just didn't get a lot of time on the water, so just been kind of busy. I sold the Key West or traded it in. I actually don't have the 1720 anymore. I got rid of it and got the Sportsman 214 tournament. I'll do some more videos on that boat here shortly. I had to buy a little bit bigger boat, so I'd have more room for a part-time charter business. But that's kind of what's been going on, guys. Just kind of want to give you all a little bit of background, but let's jump into this video and let me show you guys what I think is one of the best inshore rigs for just anybody that just wants to go out and catch fish. So you guys stay tuned and let's get into it. Guys, the rig I'm about to share with you is one of my favorite rigs. It's just one that always produces for me. A lot of your charter guys use it, your weekend warriors, your avid fishermen, and your beginners. It's just a good all-around rig to use. It's very easy to tie. It catches all your inshore species. It's one of my go-to for trout, reds, flounder, black drum, sheep's head. It's just an all-around go-to rig when fishing live bait. So let's get into that. Let me show you what it is. So basically, guys, what it is your standard slip float rig. I ordered these from Corks Unlimited. I order these 25 at a time. You can get them in bulk, and you can save a lot doing it that way, and that's normally why I do it. But it comes with an egg style cork and a bead, and that's what you get. So what you're also going to need is you're going to need some type of bobber stopper. I prefer these over, I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with like the rope style that you slide onto your line and pull the two lines tight, and then you can use that to slide. I just never really cared for them, so I use bobber stoppers. I also buy these in bulk. I ordered these off Amazon. I think they come, yeah, 600 to a pack, so these will last you a long time. I want to say they're like $8, but let me show you guys how to tie this thing. Alright, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your bobber stopper. They come on these little metal things and they got a loop at the end of it. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to take your main line. I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see. But basically you're going to thread it through that little hole that they got at the end of the wire. Okay, pull it up a little bit, and you're going to grab the rubber stopper, grab it and grab the end, and you're going to pull it. And what you're going to be left with is it's going to pull that off that metal leader, that line, and it's going to be on your main line. Now typically what I'll do is I'll put 2 of these bobber stoppers on there. So you can already see I already had one threaded on. But basically I'll put these together. And the reason I do that is because, over a period of time, depending on how much you're adjusting your cork up and down, depending on what depth you're fishing, these can get a little loose. So instead of having to retie my whole rig, if I put 2 on there, if one burns out, then the other one's typically still good. So basically you're going to slide that up kind of out of your way. Okay. Then you're going to take your bead that it comes with in the pack. Take your bead, slide your bead on your main line. Okay, and it's going to hit that bobber stopper, and that's how it stops. Okay, it slides up and down. That's where your cork's going to rest on. So then, alright, now you got to put your cork on. Float, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and it's going to hit that bead. Now, the cork only comes with 1 bead, and you don't necessarily have to have 2, but I like to run a second bead. You can buy these anywhere. You can buy them at Walmart. That way it gives me some popping sound, make it sound like a popping shrimp or something, and sound like almost like a popping cork. I mean, that's pretty much what it sounds like exactly. But so I put that on there. Now the next thing that you want to do, and it's very important, is what I use is these little swivel weights. This one right here is a 1/4 ounce. I make these myself. I make them all the way up to 1/2 ounce. But basically what I do is I do a 1/4 to 3/8 normally. 1/2 ounce is as big as you want to go on this style cork. Any more than that, it'll start to sink the cork. But basically what I do is I just tie that on next. Alright guys, so here's what you end up with. You end up with your 2 bobber stoppers, your bead, your egg style float, another bead, a barrel swivel weight, 1/4 ounce, 3/8, 1/2 ounce at the biggest. You want a short leader. 10 to 12 inches is plenty, guys. Any bigger than that, and you can't fish shallower than 2 foot. Reason being is, let's say that you're in 1.5 foot of water and you got a 2 foot leader. Guess what? You're going to be hung up in the structure. You're not going to be effective, and you're going to be staying hung up more when you're catching fish. So I like to use a small 10 to 12 inches. That way, if I'm in 1.5 foot water, I can still use this rig effectively and still stay above the structure. The other key feature here is the hook. I like to use either a 1 or size 1 or size 2 Kell style hook. Use whatever hook matches your bait. You don't want your hook overpowering your bait. So the lighter hook that you can get away with, the better. It just makes your bait look more natural, keeps it alive longer. So definitely something to consider when you're looking at what hook you want to put on this rig. I know some guys like circle hooks, that's fine. Just use the smallest one you can get away with, and don't think these hooks can't catch big fish. I've caught really big fish on these smaller hooks. So guys, I got some on the water footage that I'm going to put at the end of this to kind of show you this rig in action. If you got any value out of this, guys, just hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Guys, we always like hearing from you. And guys, I appreciate it. I'm going to try to kick out some more videos here in the future, and I appreciate you guys stopping by. Y'all stay tuned for the end footage.
You got one?
Hell yeah. You got one too. We doubled up. Old float rig's producing, son. Good buddy. Got that double.
Yes, son.
No, that's a fish.
It is?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fish. Yeah, get you some of that. Hey, that's a better fish right here. It's a flounder. How about that? That's what I'm talking. That's why it was dragging, son. How about that?
Odd.
Very odd. Damn, cork's gone.
Got him?
Yeah. He down there shaking his head off, son. Another trout. Cork's about to go. Your cork's gone. Got him doubled up.
A little better one there.
Yeah.
That's an old one eye. He's been hooked.
Good keeper size. Yeah.
Fish?
Yep.
Dang. Oh, keeper right there.
Yes, sir.